And now, the general weather around Alaska.
All right, first up on the hazardous weather graphic here, there's a wind advisory out for the White Mountains there north of Fairbanks until 10 p.m. this evening for south winds of 10 to 20 miles an hour with occasional gusts to 35 miles an hour. And again, that's out until 10 p.m. this evening. And from there, looking at the fire danger map, a lot of blue here over just about all of the state. The only area looks like down toward Northway and Tok where there's some high fire danger. Otherwise, that's about it. Medium in the Copper River Basin. Now low for the Kenai Peninsula, where yesterday there was some high fire danger over the northwestern Kenai. Gone today, and this is the forecast for tomorrow, of course, with the incoming rain. You would expect that. And for the satellite imagery, band of clouds and rain here across the north slope in the Arctic coast into the Brooks Range, kind of trailing back a little bit into the northern Seward Peninsula. And a band of clouds here, kind of a front that fell to pieces as across the Alaska Range last evening and overnight, stalling out right through here. More moisture down here that's going to be streaming northward and increasing the rain tonight, kind of redeveloping this frontal boundary as it comes north. And that's going to lead to a wet day for south central Alaska Peninsula, actually up into the eastern interior. Not too bad over the Panhandle. Another surge of moisture here spreading into the western Aleutians with a little bit of rain associated with that. And rolling that through again, you can see the pattern, basically everything moving from west to east here, especially up here across the north slope in the Arctic coast. On today's map, again, there's that area of rain up there, extending down into the northeast interior, changing to showers a little farther to the south and then ending back to the west with a few sun breaks today out through this area. And a very weak trough right through here with a few isolated showers. Nothing really significant out over the Bering Sea. Just a little breezy on the winds here over the northern Bering. Much lighter winds down here to the south and over the Aleutians with some rain spreading into Shimei and Attu. Partly to mostly sunny over the central and southern southeast coast. More clouds, isolated showers up toward the north. And then kind of a showery day here from Yakutat in toward Prince William Sound with cloudy skies there. But some clearing earlier today around Kodiak Island and central Cook Inlet. And for tonight, you can see this front redeveloping here through this area, pulling more moisture in. So it looks like rain developing over the Kenai Peninsula, Prince William Sound, Susitna Valley areas, as well as the Alaska Peninsula here. And up in toward the Denali Park area, Cantwell to Healy, Nenana, those areas, Anderson into the Fairbanks area, and stays wet for the north slope in the Arctic coast. Dry though, but cloudy for the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta, and no change for the Panhandle. And some of this moisture sliding eastward to Adak and Atka, but that's very light and nothing of any consequence. There's probably a lot of IFR here, or there will be a lot of IFR out over the Bering Sea to the Aleutians for the next couple of days, probably through the weekend, as winds stay light out in this area. No storminess, but there will be a lot of low clouds and fog here over the Bering Sea, maybe some light rain and drizzle with this trough tomorrow as it drags across the Adak-Atka area. And now we have this front here from the Alaska Peninsula right up into the eastern interior and associated with it. Quite an area of rain and light rain here from the eastern Arctic coast back down in toward the Kobuk Valley, Selawik, maybe Kotzebue, eastward. And then across the central interior, periods of rain tomorrow over south central Alaska, spreading into the into Prince William Sound and portions of the Copper River Basin. And a day much like today over the southeast coast. And then for the outlook on Sunday, wettest conditions up here in the central interior, off to the northeast. Numerous showers there with that trough, light showers, and cloudy skies, cool temperatures, scattered showers across southern Alaska. Mostly sunny for the southeast coast with high pressure right off the coastline there. And partly sunny also for the Seward Peninsula there in toward Buckland and maybe Kotzebue, with showers continuing for the north slope into the Brooks Range, and pretty quiet conditions out over the Bering Sea, looking for light variable winds for Adak and Atka, and just maybe a couple of bands of some light rain or drizzle and fog here over the Aleutian chain with that very weak low farther to the north. And for the lows tonight, 30 to 35 for the Arctic coast, otherwise north slope warming into the 40s. Into the Brooks Range, south of the mountains, 40s and 50s, all the way down to Kodiak Island. lower 40s for the Bering Sea, mid to upper 40s for the Aleutians, 50 to 55 for the Panhandle. Highs for tomorrow, 65 to 70 for the southern southeast coast, lower to mid 60s up to the north, around 60 in the Copper River Basin, mid to upper 50s with rain for south central Alaska into the Kuskokwim Valley. And those temperatures even cool down to the near 50 along the coast, mid 40s St. Lawrence Island, lower 50s in the Aleutians, and portions of the Arctic coast staying in the 30s again all day with back into the near 50 for the Brooks Range. And then the lows on Sunday morning, 30s now, all the way down into the Kobuk Valley, Kotzebue, and the Bering Strait, right around the frost point for the Arctic coast. And 40s and 50s elsewhere across the state, with the highs looking pretty cool here in the 50s up over the central interior to near 60 over toward Eagle, maybe 64 for Northway and Tok, and 50s to near 60 south central Alaska, but with a lot of sunshine, upper 60s to mid 70s there for the southeast coast.